happy in my heart to see that. So I'm a fan of the art form as well. So, well, you know. I'm sure somebody may have thought of it before I started doing it here. But yeah, so freestyle spoken word. The idea is just free-flowing expression and creativity. Normally I stand and use that fine microphone right there, but tonight I thought we'd try something a little different. So I'm going to try to go for a little bit of a different feel. I think the theme tonight is going to be about being in love. So, which I've talked about love and things related, like the concept or idea of love, but I don't think I've ever talked about being in love. So, here we go. We'll see what comes out. If I put forward my lips and I hope to let something out, something new that maybe hasn't been heard before, if I hope for this, if I come forward to the microphone and try to lessen some of the sibilances on my S's so that it might come through the channels straight to you. But truly be told, as I sit in this chair, so much my mind bursts forth and my cranium desires to crack open and spit forward juices the likes of which have never been seen, and to tell you crazy things about the inner depths of my mind and the things that have been revealed to me, so that I might this one time reveal them to you. But tonight is a little different. Tonight is something you maybe have not heard before. Tonight is about being in love. Perhaps I get a little more naked than usual. Perhaps now you get to know me as I am me here before you. So I suppose we all can relate to being young, discovering what love is, discovering what we want, discovering that we want to be in love, discovering that that's something we wish we could obtain. But it's something that's pursued and often never quite grasped. Or maybe you have, maybe that's what you lean on, maybe that's who you are and your identity rests in it. But tonight I'm talking about being in love. Tonight I'm talking about searching things out and looking for someone and trying to find that other half of yourself that kind of makes you make a little bit more sense. At least that's what we tell ourselves. I'm not here to rag on Hallmark. I'm not here to tell people what you believe is wrong. I'm just here to talk about being in love and what it means to me and what it's done for me. You know, perhaps at a different time I might have thought, well, it's all wrapped up in some nice toenail polish and, you know, a voice that can pierce through the room. But, you know, maybe being in love's a little bit more than that. Maybe there are better things to look for. Maybe there's more to it. I tell you that I thought I was in love once. I really did, I swear, if I can be honest with you. I suppose I found myself in a place where it must have been being in love. But then who was I to really know? Who was I to really make that sort of statement? I suppose there I found the deepest pits of my soul empty, and I scraped the bottom of it and tried to fill it with hers. But hers, it was just as empty. This is being in love. This is finding myself. It's finding my weakness and trying to compensate for it with somebody else's. And so here I am. I guess I'm not that special. I guess I'm not so clever. I guess being in love isn't really what you thought it might have been. But you, if I were to talk about you, if I were to talk about you and what you've done for me, let me tell you. So you, I fell in love with you, and being in love with you is like nothing I've ever felt before. It's like, if I think about it for a moment or two, if I think about being in love with you, I can tell you this, I can tell you I am a better man than I ever was. You make me feel strong, you make me feel tall, you make me feel kind of almost not really too embarrassed to say this in front of a room of people. You make me kind of almost maybe bold enough to talk like a little girl, giggling and so happy to be in love, kind of almost. But you know what? It's the way I am, and being in love will do that to you. So I gotta say that I know I am not weak. I am not a weak person because I am in love, because I am almost in a way submitted to someone better than myself. I could have looked for somebody weaker, somebody I could control. I could have looked for, heck, I could have looked for myself, and that's just the way it goes. But, you know, to tell you truly, I am in love with you. I am in love with you. I am in love with you. And the things it's done for me, well, me, I'm just not the same me. I look for different things to do. I take the road less traveled. Why? Because I am in love with you. I suppose I could try. I suppose I could make up things and write songs. I think it was somebody here who once said that all songs were about girls. Well, you know, maybe they've never been in love with you. Maybe they wouldn't know. Maybe they wouldn't know what that's like. But I know that being in love with you is something else. I know that it's something truly special. I know that I was a weaker version of myself until I saw that somebody believed in me enough to make me more than just myself. What? Yes. So tonight, here's an ode. Here's to being in love. Here's to me, and here's to you.
All right, give it up for Mason Williams.